Hello, thanks for joining me today. I have some clean and simple cards for you that were made using the Simon Says Stamp card kit of the month called Dandelion Messages, and I think they're currently sold out, but I am linking below the products on a individual basis for you. This stamp set, I'm going to use the Our Friendship Means the World to Me a sentiment on the front of my card, and I just cut out that card base there. It's an A2 size card base from an 8.5 by 11 Lavendar, and this is the beautiful lemon chiffon cardstock. Both of those come in the kit, and so does this Dandelion Die. Now I cut this frame with another Simon Says Stamp die set that doesn't come in the kit. You can see that right there. And again, this is a clean and simple card. It's very simple to make, and that makes it great for people who are new to card making. So that's a good idea for you to share with people who are maybe that you'd like to get started in this hobby. It's a wonderful, fun hobby, and I think it's a great thing for anyone who enjoys creating. So I'm just going to adhere this front panel to that pattern paper, and I'm just deciding where I want to place it so I can get more of that gradient, so I can get kind of the purple at the top and more of the orange at the bottom. And then I'm going to put that on the front of my card just like that. Now I'm using my precision press stamping tool here so that I can stamp the greeting. And since the dandelion stem is right there, I need to figure out where I'm going to place it. So I'm going to try to stamp it so it goes between the letters so you can still see the words. And I think I did a great job. It looks good. And for the second one, I'm going to have to place it a little bit differently because the cut is over too far to the left. So I'm just going to have to move the stamp over. So I'm going up and down, just trying to decide where the best place would be to stamp this so that none of the letters get interrupted by that stem. And then I'm going to use some VersaFine Black Onyx ink to stamp the greeting. I love that ink. It's a very strong ink, and it works beautifully every time. So there we go. I like that, and I'm just putting a little bit of pressure and holding it for a few seconds to allow that ink to absorb into the paper there. And then I'm just cleaning off my stamp there with my chamois. That's actually a car chamois, but I know that I think Lawn Fawn makes a chamois. It's teal in color that you can buy that's for card makers, but I just use my car chamois. All right. So now here I am again trying to decide where I want to place this so that I can get the best gradient, but I don't want to waste that paper. So first I had it angled, and then I decided to just make it straight because I didn't want to waste any of that beautiful paper. I'm going to save as much of it as I can to use on as many projects as I can. So when I'm done with that, I'll be able to adhere this to this paper and cut and trim. Again, I'm saving as many of those pieces as I can. And then we'll get ready to, this is a scoring blade, so we'll get ready to make the second card here. So I'm making 2 cards today. One of the things that I did was I did change it a little bit from the first one to the second one. I used a different ribbon on each card. I like doing that lately, kind of changing up, making 2 of the same card, but just changing one element or 2 elements on the card to it's just fun to see the different things you can do and see the different looks you can achieve by changing a couple of things on a card. So that's something I've been occupied with lately. So now that that's adhered to my card, I'm thinking that I need to decorate the inside of it. So I just open it up and put it in my precision press stamping platform here. And this is a beautiful dandelion stamp. And I'm going to use this LuLu Lavendar from Memento. This ink is a great ink. I love it. And once you stamp it, once it dries, it will lighten up a little bit. So I'm going to stamp it twice because I want to make sure it's just a little bit more visible. Now, so like I said, what you see there, it will lighten up a little bit from that. Now, this is some stretchy string that I got from Dollar Tree. So just use whatever ribbon or string that you have in your supplies if you'd like to make this card. And this is a dark purple, which I thought contrasted nicely. It almost looks black, so it goes well with the greeting there, but you can tell in person that it's purple. And you can especially tell that it's purple if you look over to the left there. You can still see it on the little cardstock bin that it's in, and you can see that it definitely is purple. So that looks really pretty. I'm just going to trim up those strings there, and I'm going to double tie that bow so that it will surely stay and not come undone. And then I'll just be able to adhere that to the front of my card. Now for this other one, I couldn't tie it all the way around because I'd already adhered it to my card base. So I'm just going to tie a bow and put the bow right underneath my dandelion. But this time I'm using a lighter lavender color, and I'm using sort of this flat ribbon. I don't know what it's called. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, I'm just tying this off here, and then I'll trim those little edges there down. So I'll have a cute little bow. And I'm just going to use some Tombow Mono to adhere it, and then I'll use a acrylic block to hold that down in place for just a few minutes to make sure that that dries well and it sticks exactly where I want it. Okay, so now we're ready to adhere the second one down. Like I said, this is a clean and simple design. It's lots of fun, and one of the options you could do too, if you don't like the yellow frame, or if you want to make it a little more interesting, you could cut that frame out of that beautiful pattern paper that I used to back the dandelion. So that's another option you could use too. Or maybe you could use that. There's a beautiful rose gold paper that comes in this kit, so you could use that as well. It's kind of a metallic. And then I'm just cleaning up some extra adhesive that seeped out using my adhesive eraser. So there are the 2 cards for today. I hope you had fun. If you liked them, don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.